Hello everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Hub. I've got another beer review for you, and it is another first for me in terms of new breweries to me. Some of you are going to be shouting at me because I know they've got a fantastic reputation amongst the beer community. This beer is from none other than Wild Card Brewery. I just haven't got round to trying their stuff. There's so much good local stuff to me. I've been kind of on that. But yeah, I just simply haven't got round to them. Obviously, I believe she is the head brewer. Jägerweiss, she shot to kind of notoriety because she presented, I believe it was called Brewmasters. It was kind of a bake-offy style beer competition thing. I believe James Blunt, I never saw it, I'm just repeating information I heard. I believe James Blunt was randomly presenting it too. But yeah, Jaeger's there, head brewer. And her beers are very well thought of. Not that I've ever had any. This is quite exciting for me. This particular beer is called False Gods, and it is called a tropical stout, and it's 7.5%. There we go. I think we've just got to get into it. I'm really excited to try my first wild card beer. Like I say, it's had fantastic things. I've got my Twisted Hop Stem Delega Grass that's been absolutely beaten up by the dishwasher, so if it looks a little bit hazy, yeah, it's a dishwasher. A tropical stout then. What's it going to have in it? Is it tropical? Is it got some nice American hops in there? I don't know. Who knows? Let's find out. Is it got juice in there? I don't know. Let's have a little look when we get the beer into the glass. Boom. There we go. What have we got then? We've got a lovely, beautiful jet black beer in there. I mean, it looks amazing in the glass. I'll have to say that straight off the bat. We've got a 3-finger, foamy, tan-coloured head. Slight bit of light bleeding through the bottom of this glass, but it is a lovely jet black beer. It almost looks hazy. You know, like when you've got I know it's a jet black beer, but it almost it's got a little bit of sort of haze to it, I think. Looking at it against the ring light. But it looks really good in the glass, doesn't it? 7.5%, did I say? I did. Let's get an aroma, see what we get. The first thing that hits you is bitter coffee. Really, really bitter coffee. And there is, behind that bitter coffee, there is a kind of sweet tropical hoppy note. It's only right at the back, so it's hard to actually tie it down. Let's have another go. See if I can tie it down to a specific sort of fruit or... I want to say a slight hint of pineapple, but I don't know if it's just playing on my mind. Treacle is absolutely in there. But yeah, the overriding thing, bitter coffee. I think we just got to go in. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, that's lovely. So easy drinking for 7.5%. It is slightly thinner. It is slightly thinner than a lot of stouts out there. But I think that does it favours, actually. And I wouldn't normally say that. I'm getting bitter coffee at the start. Big whack of bitter coffee. Then you are getting a kind of roasted chocolate as well after the bitter coffee. And behind that, there is a tropical hoppy note that's making me smile. And it is pineapple. It is pineapple and it's slight mango as well. The bitterness, I mean, that fades pretty fast. And then you're back to your coffee bitterness at the end. And it is a high bitterness beer, this, for me. But it's like a roasted malt bitterness. It's not a hoppy bitterness. It's a bit different. I'll tell you what it is for me. The way the flavours work, and they do work very, very well together. It's got sort of India Porter vibes about it. Now, I had a fantastic India Porter in the Trembling Madness Advent Calendar from Left-Handed Giant and Elusive. And this is very, very, very close to that. It's definitely got a lot more roasted malt character to it, and the roasted malt characteristics are a lot stronger than what it was in that beer. So I would certainly say, this is a stout. But I would, in the most sort of frank form, I would say this is a nice American hoppy stout. And it's lovely. It's really good. The quality of those malty flavours at the start, that really roasted coffee, works so well with the slightly sweet American hop that I'm picking up. Slightly sweet tropical American hop I'm picking up. I said at the start, what is it going to be? Is it going to be a hopped tropical note, or are there going to be any additions? I would absolutely say, and we'll look at the can in a minute, I would absolutely say that this is a hopped tropical stout. This isn't, and there's no purees in here. It's not sweet enough for that. But it's a lovely, lovely, lovely beer. Probably one of the better sort of... And as much as they've labelled it a stout, a tropical stout, I think you can kind of say it's a hoppy stout. It's almost like a kind of hybrid style. And it's one of the best, better hybrid hoppy stout styles that I've had. Lovely treacle in there as well with that chocolate that I'm now picking up as the beer warms up slightly. It's just very good. It's a very good beer. Let's have a look at the can then. False Gods, Tropical Stout. Water, barley, wheat, oats, hops and yeast. Oats. Probably for a bitter mouthful. There is a bit of bite in the mouthful. I did say it was thin earlier, and it kind of is, I suppose, but there is a bit of bite in the mouthfeel. This has been down in my kitchen. And I've been at work today. So I imagine when we've had the heating off, it's kind of cooled down a little bit. And the beer's definitely developing stronger flavours as it warms up in the glass. 7.5% volume. Lockwood Way in London. I believe they're from like Walthamstow, East London. And the artwork is by Karina Veropoulou. There we go. Overall, a cracking beer from Wild Child. I'd heard about their beers. I believe they were at Brew London, and I cannot believe that I didn't go over to their stand. But I know Jaeger was at Brew London, and that's kind of where I started to hear about Wild Card, because I think by then Brewmasters or whatever it was called had gone live, and she was very much a woman in demand. Actually, if you want to see some good interviews with Jaeger, go over to the Rasco and Disco Beer Review channel. Rasco sat down. I believe he got 2 interviews with her, actually. If I remember rightly. But go and have a look at their channel. She's a lovely girl, lovely lady, absolutely obviously knows her stuff, and she's really got a kind of nice presenting, she's got great personality, really worth a watch. Overall, I really enjoyed that. Loads of quality in that beer for me. Beautiful balance between those really roasted malts. It's a nice change to get a really roasty beer with quite high bitterness from the malt, and then still have that American hot quality at the back. Yeah, I've got a lot of respect for that. I'm going to give that a 4.5 out of 5. I really, really enjoyed it. I don't normally like the hybrid styles, as I've said a few times before, and this kind of is a hoppy stout hybrid style beer, but I did enjoy this. It was really good. Thanks very much, guys. Wild Card. I've probably missed the boat. Well, not missed the boat, because I can buy more beer if I can get more of their beer, but I need to know about them, don't I? What do you think about Wild Card? I think of this one beer, I get the hype. And that's all they were to me at that point, a hyped brewery. Yeah, really good. Like and subscribe, guys, if you'd be so kind. I will see you on the next one. Cheers.